a lot's going on right now in Northern Ireland. The British government is going to be sending troops in for the first time in many, many decades to Northern Ireland to calm down the revolt. There's actually a real revolt going on against the forced integration of illegals. So a couple girls were assaulted in a very grotesque and penetrative way by some people, and their names weren't Timothy McVeigh. Strange name to choose, but I'm just saying.
Random, yeah.
And they went in and they burned down the houses of the immigrants. All right, there's a lot going on in this. So essentially, these two girls were attacked by these group of non-white immigrants in Northern Ireland. I know it's shocking. I was shocked to hear it too. I go, you're telling me these non-white people are committing aggressive acts of sexual crimes against young women? And I'm like, I thought the whole consent argument was to try to get people like Russell Brand, who did drugs with a girl, and then it was like confused about whether like she said yes 4 times or 5 times. And it was like whether or not it was before she took her shirt off or after. I didn't know that there was like real, like I thought we were just in the Me Too movement. That's what we've been focused on for years. And it's all about, dude, did you say it 10 times? When she said no, did she really mean no, or was she joking around? This time she said yes, but then she didn't mean it. It's like, okay. And then someone told me there's actually real rape and abuse going on in the world. I went, that's crazy, because it's not in the news ever. We're not talking about it at all. And it turns out, this was even more shocking, that these immigrants are not as nice as the news says. That they're actually committing disproportionate amounts of criminal activity, both in larceny and in violent crime, and also in general unruly behavior towards our young females. And the Irish are sick of it. And they literally went in and burned down their houses. And they're trying to burn down more immigrants' houses right now. There's like a full-on uprising. And the British are now deciding to occupy, to send troops in to make sure that there is no issues with the integration of immigrants. And instead of addressing the issue that, hey, these people are raping their girls, they're saying, you guys should not be so angry and upset about this. After all, it's just your women, and it's just...
Yes, that is the stance. I mean, London is, what, 25% Sharia law now? So I guess, are we really surprised that they're okay with it? Is there a plan in the future to take a trip to Ireland just for fun, just to go, you know, see, not looking to commit arson or anything? I'm just sort of curious.
Only after Thailand.
Only after Thailand.
Thailand's first on the list.
Okay, quick trip
How
to
do you say that,
Thailand,
though?
get juiced up.
Ballymena, but I don't know how to pronounce it. I didn't want to say it, but it's like, you can spell it there. The city here. It's Ballymena.
Ballymena?
Yeah.
Ballymena, Northern Ireland. Yeah. And I love it's like anti-immigrant protest. It's not an anti-immigrant.
It's an anti...
It's an anti-immigrant
Yeah,
protest.
they're going against, and they're tired of, you know, their country being taken over and the government allowing this to continue. And they're trying to defend what we're supposed to defend is women and children, but instead we just want to let these type of individuals into the country and put everybody at risk.
But I was told a couple of Mohammeds.
It might be.
Oh,
I was told that they were our
yeah.
greatest asset. I thought they were like the biggest strength that we had as a country.
Yeah.
Well, look at this,
We need the Indian culture
They are
to
strong,
come to our
as in
country.
stronger than
That'll
women.
help us.
So this is Northern Ireland protests
wow.
against immigrant centers and against what's going on here. These are young white guys who are upset. So there's a lot of this stuff going on. I love that. Look at that. Checked out that like
A trash can spinning?
yeah, that Kamehameha.
yeah.
Boom.
He's watched a little too much
Then he
anime.
missed.
Oh yeah, here we go. Check this out. So here's what the mainstream media news has reported on it. Check this out.
Well, our correspondent Conor Gillis was at that news conference and, as you can see, joins us now. And Conor, the police will be hoping that 2 nights in a row that there's not going to be a third tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. That
delay.
is the hope from police here in Northern Ireland, but the fear is that there will be night 3 of hatred on the streets of Ballymena in Northern Ireland tonight. Hatred and anger was the tone from police there, hitting back at what he said were protests that were fueled by anti-immigration mobs, police branding those participants racist thugs. And we have been in the town for more than 24 hours now, getting getting a real sense as to the simmering tension that essentially boiled over last night, spilled through the streets of that area, where foreign families are essentially being hounded out of town. Some locals have taken to erecting posters on their doors, on their windows, essentially trying to identify their nationalities as a deterrent for them not being next in the firing line. Let me talk you through some of the lines from the police here in the past few minutes in Belfast. 32 officers, they say, were injured, branding it absolutely disgraceful scenes. I asked the police whether they had a grip on this, given the chaos of the last 48 hours. Yes was the response to that, but confirmation came that mutual aid has been requested in the form of 80 officers from Scotland, England and Wales to bolster the resources. Clearly, officers here coming under sustained fire, sustained attack now for quite some days, and they will need those backups from the rest of Britain. They also confirmed that they are preparing for more disorder tonight, and they were questioned by reporters, by the journalists here, around who is it that is behind this chaos, behind the mobs, behind the masks.
Can I just say how dystopian this is? Like in the right, here's like the updates. It's like cuts to winter fuel have been reversed, with around 9 million pensioners now set to receive the payment so that they can heat their homes.
Wow.
I think that's what that is, right? So they can like use air conditioning and heat, even though a lot of Europeans don't. It's like, by the way, there's like people can't heat their homes. Like it's disgraceful tonight that Northern Irish people are going to be wanting their women. We need to ensure that these black and brown people can, and that there's no pushback. You're like, what's disgraceful is the fact that clearly people don't want this. Like nobody in Ireland, voting, actions, nobody wants these
But there's
immigrants
no
in their
mention
country.
of why they're mad. They not once mentioned someone's. Not once mentioned anything about the crime and that's flooding the streets. Instead, they say, "Oh, they're racist thugs, fueled with hatred, just attacking police, and we have to put an end to this." But they won't bring up the reason why people are fed up. They won't bring up anything like that. But instead, they just want to go ahead and always defend the illegals or always defend the minorities versus actually standing up for the the actual people of the country.